What is good, people? Right, we are at Gritness Gym. Right, week 4 of post-show. So we are 4 kilos up body weight wise. Composition is holding nicely, but we are making the change from men's physique to bodybuilding. Due to my aesthetics and the way that it's been built, I no longer fit that criteria. So I'm going to be running for you through a session a week, and I'm going to go over some of the cues that I use to make sure that my form is right and everything is on point. I would have waited for you guys, but I'm having my pre-workout, 125 grams of cream of rice, just like 50 grams up from prep, which feels amazing. Okay, in my tablet box, I've got ashwagandha, Insure by Trained by JP. That's to make sure that I utilize these carbohydrates and they get into the bloodstream nice and quickly. I've also had to close my eating window because I'm literally going hypo before I get home. So I hope if I eat quite close to my training, I can get home, have my meal without going hypo, because I'm not gonna lie, it's getting a bit scary. It doesn't feel good when you're boiling hot sitting in the car, but it is what it is. So yeah, I will go through the session overview with you guys in a minute. I'm just gonna finish this because I don't want to chat to you when I'm trying to eat. So I'm gonna distribute my water across my pre and my intra. So already got some pump in here, but I'm gonna add a bit of stim today as it is leg day. So we know what it is, refined / Freak Labs, charged, okay? And then we got intra workout, which is cyclodextrin, 20 grams, which is 20 grams of carbs and 20 grams of EAAs. So we get protein in and we get carbs in. Intra literally just goes down the hatch in one, right? It's like having basically a spike in carbohydrates in the gap in between your training and your pre-workout and your post-workout meal, okay? And we're just writing down currently what is going down for legs. Okay, so already got the first numbers of every single set dictated to me because I know exactly what I did last week, okay? So there's no guesswork, it's all planned out. So machine lateral raise, top set was 73 kilo for 11, right? Working rep range is 11 to 15. So we're gonna go for that again and try and beat the 11. So that's already put in. Adductor, top set is 7 to 11, okay? We've got 190 for 12 on the top set. So we're going 200 today. So gym pin is being deployed, okay? Right. Leg extensions, right? Top set, we've got 8, and it's a 5 to 7. So 140 is going in. And then leg press, 350, due to what we got last week. Then hack. The hack, we only got 6 reps. Okay, so we're gonna go for that again. We're gonna go for the 120 again on the hack. Leg curl. We're gonna go 68. For the first set, right, due to what's got last week. And then seated calf raise, we're gonna start with 50. Okay, so all initial numbers are already set. Depending on how those first initial sets go, will then depend on how the back of sets, etc., go, right? That is how the day is gonna run. We're gonna absolutely destroy these legs. And then I'm gonna run you through how I do a diet phase and how I plan it out for a client, because everything needs to be planned and there needs to be things in place before you even go into a diet phase. So every other day we have a lateral raise exercise. Reason is I don't do a whole shoulder workout because I don't shoulder press because my front delt is too big. It would outproportion my chest. So we just do one lateral raise exercise. When you're trying to do a lateral raise, you basically need to imagine like your pinkies are above your thumb and you're driving up with the outside of your elbow. So I'll show you quickly. Just gonna do one more warm-up set. Yeah, it's disgusting, that thing. So, adductors done. They are always a priority before every single leg day, because if my hips aren't warm, it means that when I go into my big compounds, it means that I'm more than likely going to get injured. If you think about it as well, a lot of people always want to start their workout with their big compounds, right? If you're doing bodybuilding, you actually want to make the most out of those movements. When you're warm, you have to do less warm-up sets, which is less fatiguing, which means the best of your workout's going to have better quality. And then as well, you can actually go and make sure you get full range. Serious, man, no worries, bro. With those actual exercises, without worrying about any extra strain or injury. Right. Alright, let's talk about cues for a leg extension. First of all, you want both knees facing the ceiling and your hips, toes and knees all to be in a straight line. Okay, as soon as you have a deviation in that, you're going to likely to cause injury. You're likely to involve glute or hamstring. Okay, as well, make sure that the pad doesn't just stop at 90 degrees. You're going to full extension underneath yourself and all the way till your legs are straight. Okay, we want full extension of the quad. It's called a quad extension, not a half extension or a quarter of an extension. Full extension. So those are the cues that you need to involve when you're getting your leg extensions in. Right, now you guys can watch me die on the Cybex hack squat. I'm going to go for 350. It's going to be a good set. I think I got 5 or 6 last week. This time we're getting within the rep range, we're getting 7 to 11. I so wish I got that set on tape. Well, I got it on my phone, so I will be putting that on here just to show you guys. I absolutely folded on 360. So I had a very good set. That first set I showed you guys was meant to be a 5 to 8. We got 10. So I thought, you know what, I beat the rep range. Let's go heavier. 360, yeah, folded on 4. So if I got the 5, I would be happy. But it's all well and good. I'm going to start on the 360 next week, but then I know my back set's going to be much bigger. Right, so now we have got 20 grams of branched chain amino acids, a scoop of L-glutamine to help with, sorry, not branched chain amino acids, what am I talking about? Man don't take branched chain, man takes EAAs, essential amino acids, right? That is going to stop the breakup of protein throughout your session. Also going to stop lactic acid buildup, which is already happened because my legs are done out. Also got 20 grams of Carb X, which is carbohydrates. This is basically to give you a glycogen spike midway through your session after you've had like an hour and a half break to 2 hours between your pre-workout, and then to stop between So this is the current physique, 4 weeks post show, no upper body pump, so not bad, liking the body composition. I'm happy so far. So we're back in the office, post-workout meal about to go in. 50 grams pineapple, 155 pre-cooked weight chicken, which works out to be about 110. And then 100 grams pre-cooked chicken, jasmine rice, very digestible, easy to get in. And then 100 grams of veg, obviously to get our fiber intake, because obviously not all food is made equal. I'm going to demolish this. I'm going to run through the last bits, how to run a diet phase, and I'm going to go over an example of a client test, actual client result with you guys as well in a second. Dieting 101. You have to have food in a good position, okay? The first thing you want to focus on is your food in a substantial place to actually start the cut? Because if you're starting your cut, you're 100 and something kilo and you're on 2,000 calories or sub that, you're going to be no room for you to go. Okay, the body only responds to change, and you can only lose fat at a certain rate. Okay, if you're losing over 3-4 kilo in a week, the majority of that is water. Okay, or you're just losing general weight, and muscle wastage can go into this as well. So if you're just digging yourself for a prolonged period of times and you're not giving the body what it needs to keep your training performance at its highest level, you're just going to lose weight, and it's not just going to be body fat, it's going to be muscle as well. So I'm going to give you guys an example, right? So this is my client Jack, right? We started, okay, at, what did we start? 93.9 kilo, so 94 kilo. Now look at the difference, okay? And in this time period, okay, what we did is we increased food every single week. So we started this phase on the 19th of June, finished it on October 3rd. So this is about 6 weeks, okay? Nutrition, okay? We started food at 2,471 calories. We worked our way up to 2,888. Okay, so we put 400 calories in his system. Okay, and he lost weight every single week. Why? Because he was still in a calorie deficit. Okay, until you actually go into a surplus, you're not going to gain any weight. So at this time as well, we kept cardio really, really low. Why? Because cardio is a tool for a calorie deficit. So movement creates movement. We want to have the cardiovascular system at a very strong point. However, if you're driving cardio high when you're in your recomposition phase, once you get into the cut, you're going to have not much to work with. Right. So from here, we now started the cut. I think, let me check. Did we go food any higher at all? So let's go. Yeah, so that's it. Right, so then let me now give you the cut results. Okay, so we are now finishing his cut. As you can see as well, everything should always be mapped out So his cut has now finished. We're now gonna go into a not a recomposition phase because his composition is in a much better place. We're going to go into a maintenance phase to bring energy back, to bring gym performance back, and then we can go again. If you have got over 10 kilos to lose, realistically, you can't do that in one go. Some people can because they've got the mindset to do it and push themselves through it. But a lot of people cannot do it because it will affect their day-to-day life. It's going to affect your performance at work. It's going to affect like your general just day-to-day. And you're not going to be able to go out and have cheat meals when you want if you're trying to do this in one go. And that is a big thing. People want to keep their social events in. For me as a lifestyle coach, and I'm not working with prep clients, this is something that I had to take into mind. So, next thing. So, our cut, we started on 2,888 calories. We finished it on 2,696. Okay, we only dropped 40 grams of carbs. Why? Because we took cardio high. So we used cardio as the main point to try and keep him in his deficit. So we started cardio on 15 minutes and we ended it on 30. And he's lost a crazy amount of weight. Okay, and we could probably dig deeper, but it's not really going to be substantial. In this time period, we lost 5 kilos. Okay, means that he's maintained muscle. He's also been ill twice. He's also had 2 holidays. So in 10 weeks, we lost 5 kilos. He's kept up with all his social events. And these are the results. Very, very good. Okay. If you can see, he's half his stomach size. Right. We've maintained all muscle really. Okay. When you are going into a cutting phase, you want to keep protein high. Why? This slows down digestion, also helps maintain muscle. And then as well, the things that we want to start driving lower is keep fats at a decent rate, okay? But they are more calories, but for a lot less density, okay? So you're going to get a lot less out of those calories. You're going to, like nut butter, like 20 grams of almond butter is a lot of calories, but you're not really going to notice that in your food. So if you keep, we're going to take away from the fats and the carbs, okay? But we need to have fats at a certain point to obviously keep your hormone balance in the best place. But this is how I would run it. I would start by taking cardio higher to a point that is maintainable for your lifestyle, and then start to drive food. As fatigue gets high, we then drop the cardio because then we're using food as a driving point. We want to keep gym performance as high as possible so that we're still building muscle and maintaining it. These are the things that I do with my clients predominantly, and this is what works for a lot of them, especially as lifestyle clients. So if you want results like these, make sure you like and subscribe to today's video. I hope you enjoyed me dying on legs. And yeah, if you would like results like these, let's work together. Drop me a message, follow me on Instagram, coached by AF1, and let's get you to the place you want to be with the physique of your dream while maintaining the lifestyle that you love.